Had an amazing run at Beachbody. You had a recent phenomenal transformation. But an important part of this new transformation was the way that you got started at Beachbody. So tell us a little bit about your first couple of years with the company.
So I originally got started, I had just had my fourth baby. I was going back to work. I worked full time. I also had a wedding business that I ran through Etsy. And my weight would not come off like it would the other kids. And so I followed someone that had recently also had a baby. She had amazing results with Insanity. She wasn't a coach, she just shared her journey. But I started because I knew my coach from following her around the gym. She would go machine to machine, and when she would left, I said, okay, she was in shape, so if she did those, that's where I'm gonna go. And that's kind of when Facebook and social media started coming around. And coincidentally, I found her on there and began to follow her for her tips of the day, and just was when she began her Beachbody journey too. And then one day she put up a post saying, you know, are you ready? Are you tired of feeling the way you are? And we have this program we're gonna do, and I'm here to help you. And because I knew her, and then because I knew that previous person that had results, that had just been sharing, nothing in return, I said, okay, I'm ready, sign me up, I wanna do this. And I signed up as a discount coach. I really wanted nothing to do with this business. And I always make this joke that had I known I would have ever had to be on stage at any point during this, I would not have even signed up for the discount. I'm an accountant. Like, to me, it was just wanting the savings. But, you know, we got plugged into a challenge group, and I think I quit the first time, got started again, and I had amazing results. And I, you know, had been in the gym for years, and I'd never seen the changes that I had seen from doing these programs at home. And I absolutely loved the shakes, and it was to the point that it saved me from having to stop nursing my baby. And so, like, I truly had believed in it, like 100%. And I just began to share, and I didn't post on Facebook much before that. And so my way of being accountable was just saying, okay, it's 10 o'clock at night, and I'm getting my workout in, even though I have to be up at 4 o'clock tomorrow morning to get ready for work. And so the more I began to share, the more people began to ask me questions. And then I realized, oh, if I helped 3 people, that will cover the cost of my shake. And looking back now, I guess I've always had some type of, you know, I call it a hustle, but it's the entrepreneur type mentality of, okay, well, if I can just help 3 people, I'm helping them, they're helping me. And then it kind of just grew from there. And so the next thing I knew, I was, you know, signing up coaches, and I didn't do it for coaching and for ranking. I kind of got it. I knew I had to sign people up if I wanted to earn more to help with the bills, but I did it just because I really wanted someone to save some money. Like, I got being, you know, working hard and still living check to check. And so the next thing I knew, I had gotten let go from my job, and at that point, I was the one star diamond coach, and I had built my husband's business up at that point, and I said, you know what, I love this opportunity. I want to be able to stay home with my kids. I see, you know, what could happen. I said, I'm going to give myself 6 months to really go in and try to work this business. And if I can do that, and I can match what I was making as an accountant, then I'll keep going. And I started off as an emerald at the beginning of the year. By the end of the year, we were a 5-star diamond league team.
Wow. And then from there, from the 5-star diamond, you made superstar diamond, you wound up in the elite top 10, kind of the, again, this, if you look at Jeff Hill's, you know, peak success point in the business, that's where you were at. And you said that when you got there, it kind of changed your approach to the business. Tell us about what that did for you when you were kind of in that moment of, you know, peak success. How did that impact your approach?
Yeah, so, you know, like I mentioned, speaking was not my thing. I didn't make videos. I didn't do all the cool stuff. I could take selfies all day, but speaking or being in front of people just, like, freaked me out. And I was okay with that because I wasn't trying to be something, you know, I wasn't trying to be top 10. But in February, when we got our first January reports, you know, I had to call my corporate mentor and I said, hey, I think this is wrong. I think you'll need to recheck this because it says that I'm number 3, and there's no way that that's possible. And he's like, no, it's right. And I freaked out, and it wasn't because it was being top 10. It's like, oh my God, I don't know how to lead a team. I don't know how to be a leader. I don't know how I got in top 10. I don't know how we're going to stay there. Like, I'm going to let them down. I'm going to let people down. And that's when I began to change. So I stopped focusing on myself, and I began to focus so much on the business and thinking, okay, how am I going to start making videos like this person? How am I going to make graphics like this person? And oh my God, I got to even make a video. Like, I can't do that. And so my mindset just completely shifted on all the things instead of what I wasn't doing well, and just helping people to thinking of all the things that I had to fix and I had to do wrong and that I wasn't good enough, and that I had to somehow inspire this team to be, continue what they were doing. And I lost myself in the way.
Wow.
So.
I think a lot of us can empathize with that and have seen that at different stages in our lives. So you had a decision point that you came to, and you were invited to be part of the Country Heat test group. You accepted that invitation. Tell us about what happened from there in your life.
I just want to clarify, it wasn't that I was invited. I had to actually try out an audition because this was something separate from the coach test group. And so I wasn't selected just because I was a coach. Like, I had to have the weight requirement, and I did.
Made the decision to opt in.
I did. I had gained back all the weight that I'd lost from my original results, and I just kept saying, nothing's working. I can't lose weight. I don't get what's wrong. I started going for testing, thinking it was like, I was having all these extra issues. And when the opportunity came up to be in this test group, I'm like, oh my God, it's the two things I cannot stand the most. It's country music and it's dancing. But I was at my wit's end. I was like, okay, I need something. And I know if Beachbody is doing this, I know that it has to work because I trust it and I believe in the company so much. And I said, they're not going to put something out if this isn't going to work. I will do whatever it is. And so my mindset changed, and I became the challenger again. I had to put my phone down. I had to not post about it on social media. I couldn't talk about it. I couldn't share about it. And so I began to just refocus on myself. And that is when I really realized I was missing that piece. I was missing being the challenger. And so when that began to change, I found out, okay, well, I might have followed the meal plans through the years during the week, but when the weekend came, I sure did load up on my yellows at the Mexican restaurant, and what's one extra margarita? That's not going to do anything. But that added up over time. And it's those small, insignificant things that we think we do day to day, over time compound up. And there I was with the weight. But now it began to change. So.
How has it impacted your life?
It's done everything.
Wow.
So, oddly enough, I like this program. It took me, I messed up so bad. Like, I cried the first 2 weeks. I could not get the moves. I was just like, what did I get myself into? This isn't gonna work. This is not for me. And I thought, you know what? Just do the best you can. Just focus on you. Just have fun. Just commit to what you agreed to do and finish it. Because somebody needs to see that you can do something with this. And I learned to fall in love just with working out again, with having my time. So I would, it's early in the mornings, and it was making a point to say, I knew what it was like to fail. I knew what it was like to cheat. What happens if I don't do that? What happens if I am 100% with what I'm doing? What kind of results could I get if I really gave my all instead of already knowing what would happen if I cheated here and there?
Yeah. Well, that's great. How has that helped your team?
Well, obviously, by getting results again, well, being a product of the product, my confidence came back, my mindset changed, my motivation came back, and I remembered again what it was like, not only to get results and to be excited and to be passionate, but to have that joy like I talked about earlier, and just wanting to help other people feel that same way again, to be able to wake up and say, I haven't fit in these pants in 2 years, but I got them on today. And so to me, it's changed everything. It's changed our team, it's changed the excitement, it's my life.
Awesome. Well, Lori, thank you so much for being willing to come out here, face the fear, share your story with all these wonderful leaders. Thank you for everything that you've given back to your team, to the network, and for sharing today. You guys, please help me thank Lori.